607 throwing shots at Albert Walker, Albert Mundane, Sauce, better known as Sauce Walker, the Sauce Factory's captain. Look, bro, this man is a legend. Sauce Walker set up both scenes. The Houston scene, well, let's start with the Memphis scene. The Memphis scene that ultimately ended the life of his artist, Say So P, and the backdoor, the Houston scene, which ended the life of the first shooter. Now, I don't even know what it took out the second shooter at. But what we can agree, where we agree, is that when that second shooter came to Houston, it changed up everything. Now everybody was looking like, why was he there? If he couldn't go back to Memphis, why wait till he go there? Then after AD, after death, he goes back to Houston. Everybody said it, bro. We all thought it. To go get that money. Yeah, to go get that money. Until we seen his face was revealed on the news. Oh, once that... that's a hard hit. Yeah, that man couldn't collect that money if he wanted to. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Now, before we get into 607 on, I want to tell you something about this guy, fam. He a little funny looking motherfucker. He a funny looking bastard. You know what I mean? Funny looking bastard. But when he talks, you must listen. It's a lot of... it's a comedic way he puts it. You know, it's satirical. But totally satirical. But it has a lot of truth. Like if you listen to him, he makes sense. He just look like that. Yeah, ugly looking thing. But like I said, he's very real, fam. Very real. And got a hell of a street sense. So let's check him out.
All right. You say so, P.
Sophia.
No.
Say so, P and Sauce Walker. They
Sauce Walker. That's the one that made that song. He got to get back already. He got to get back quick. That was quick get back.
That was quick get back.
But no, but y'all don't see the story?
Break it down.
I'm gonna break it down.
Yeah, break it down.
I'll break it down to you. He sent both hits. That a lot of people don't know. Yeah, he sent both.
You see,
right?
You sent on his artist?
Yeah, he sent the both. Yeah, on both. Right? He sent on his artist, and then the guy showed his face, so he had to kill him too. Right? Y'all don't know how that shit worked, right? Because his artist was Mexicano. Right? They probably owned the cartel. Right? And the cartel doesn't know playing, right? Listen, you take him out or we take you out. Right? So we gotta do what we gotta do.
Sacrificed.
Yeah, that's what happened. A lot of people don't know that, but a lot of people like don't feel sorry, right? But you can't really feel sorry because that's how the game goes, right? It only makes sense. What are you doing in Texas? What are you doing? Getting killed, right? Coming to get paid, right? Listen, this is what happened. Hey, come to Texas, come get your money. Come get your money. Bow! I'll see you later. That's how it goes. This is the streets, gang. It's backdoor. I'm from St. Louis. I can smell everything, but shout out to him.
That's what his mama said too. His mama, his mama said it felt like a backdoor situation.
It's backdoor. It's a good backdoor too. But he shouldn't have showed his face. He got himself killed for showing his face. He made a mistake. And that mistake cost him his life. Because Sauce Walker killed his artist. They killed. Rest in peace.
So you know how they say the streets talk. The streets find out news real quick. Right?
Right.
Is that what happened in this scenario, you think?
I got that from God. But I don't get enough from the streets, gang. I got that from God, so that had to be what happened.
What made you leave the streets?
I never left. On the street, gang. I'm like Jesus. Jesus never left the streets. I'm in the street. I'm G.
So hold on, what? I have to interject because what makes you think Sauce Walker would set up his own artist?
What makes you think he wouldn't? Listen. When he died, the first thing he grabbed was that bag full of money. And then the money that he posted was the same money because I zoomed in on that money before and I zoomed on that money had the same marks on it. That's the same money. And it's the same money that dude thought he was coming to get. It's the same money. Come on, gang, you gotta put it together.
I don't.
We gotta put it together. I'm not here to put it together. I'm not DEA, FBI. I'm not DEA, FBI. I'm not.
Sauce Walker said he could have had 400 people to come up to what was it? Memphis? Yeah, Memphis. right?
Chose not to retaliate.
But he chose not to
Yeah,
retaliate.
because he set it up. Listen, let me tell you something, gang. Listen, let me tell you something for real, gang. Why will you let your artist go? The same thing with Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy took Biggie to get shot. Come on, gang. Y'all don't be understanding. Assurance money, gang.
Right.
His mama said he had assurance on him. Right? Don't worry about it.
So what I was gonna ask is, do you
And it's
think
for record sales too. Because when you die, your music go up.
do you think that if something was to happen to you like that,
Nothing will happen to me. Don't do that on me.
Okay.
Nothing happened to me. Nothing ever will happen to me.
right, all right,
Right.
Nah, I respect that.
Yeah, I don't. You tripping, gang? Ain't gonna happen to me. What you talking about? In the name of Braxis and Sophia, gang, stop playing with me.
Yeah, so nothing's gonna happen
In the
to
name of Braxis and
607.
Sophia.
Okay, so what I meant to say, let's change the words.
Yeah, in the name of Braxis and Sophia.
If you were to get
And
in,
Jesus too.
if you was to get in some
I
altercation,
don't get an altercation.
okay.
I'm gonna keep it real, gang.
All right, okay.
I'm love. Listen, when you love, you don't get an altercation. I only speak the truth, right? And like, tell the truth and shame the devil. So no altercations come my way. I'm the person that's in the middle of altercations and stopping them from turning violent, unless both people are violent. But I'm here to protect God people.
Right.
That's it. Anybody else should die. I don't give a fuck.
What I'm saying, could 400 people come
Hey,
from?
I don't have altercations.
No. So what I'm saying, if 400 people, would they come from St. Louis if you was to snap your
They
finger?
come if I say anything. They'll come. St. Louis, they'll come to eat. We eat cats and dogs at the Chinaman. They'll come here just to eat some real food. Stop playing with me. They don't get no fuck.
Right.
They'll come. They'll come. Everybody across the world. People in Dallas will come. Wherever I'm at, they'll come. If I snap my finger, they'll come. They ready to kill for me. But I tell them, don't kill for me, bitch. Live for yourself.
Right.
Right? They ready to kill for me in the streets. But I'm trying to teach the streets how to live. Cause I gotta teach them how to die first. Cause they already dead. They gotta kill their ego.
Say he sent him to Memphis like Diddy sent Biggie to California. Look, bro, that hit different. That hit different. Look, shout out 607 on. I don't know what makes him so courageous, but he has some courage. Yeah. Oh, he got some cojones to come out and talk about old Albert Walker like that. I don't know if Albert's gonna say anything about him. Albert is like Gusto. Albert pick and choose who he wanna talk and touch. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. But I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. A lot of people are like, bro, why would Sauce Walker do that? For the million, of course. You know what I mean? The life insurance policy. But you don't know the relationships people have in behind the scenes. One might only hope that when you see these guys, the energy that they conveying within each other is real. But that's all camera. That's for the camera, bro. You don't know if they don't like each other. Turns out Albert had been signed this dude like 2-3 years ago. He been fucking with Albert. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. I've never heard of Say So P. I've never heard of you until they made him famous. These days, when you want to make somebody famous, my nigga, you take them out. That makes them famous. I've never heard of Say So P until they made him famous. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, bro. Now, if you listen to 607 and you didn't take him like he was just totally bullshit, you'd heard what he said. Album sales always rise and all type of shit after somebody connected to your team passes away. Albert has been trying to get into the rap game for so long. And I know a lot of people gonna say, oh, but he has big videos and they have millions of views. That's Google ads. Yeah, when you give your money to Google ads, you can make that video go to 20 million. You can make it go to 500 million if you put enough into yourself and don't care about the backlash. Let's just be honest. The same thing that's happening with Kendrick Lamar, how his numbers inflate, is the same thing 6ix9ine did for himself. People do this, you know what I mean? He's been doing this. Albert Walker is no different. Sauce is not respected in the hip-hop world. May never be. Why? Nigga been in the game for like 10 years and don't got one hit, despite having the money. A lot of people say, bro, he got the money though. He got the money. That's from OnlyFans. Bro, if you willing to show your dick to a bunch of Zest monsters and compete in Zelshomania, you too can get rich, my friend. If you don't have the morals and principles that stop you from showing your little pecker to the projector, you know what I mean, real shit, Oh yeah, you can go get paid too. You can get paid just like Albert, but Albert money don't come from hip hop. That money don't come from hip hop. That money come from showing his pack on OnlyFans and pimping them underage women. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. You know what I mean? They didn't get him. Why? He had some fall guys. That's it, bro. When you start dissecting everything a person has done or will do, you'll understand, bro. It ain't much bigger than what his character projects. Drop it in the comments, man. I'm obliged to believe everything of it. Most of it. You know what I mean? It sounds about right. Thought it was going this way, it didn't go that way. A lot of people on CCTV shows him get shot. CCTV shows he walked up as them people already had their rifles out, meaning he seen the whole play being played out. What you don't understand is when you pay for something, you want to see it up close. A lot of people say, why would he risk taking a bullet? You want to see it up close. You want to make it as real as possible. Hit me one time in the leg. I'll take that. Why? It's a sacrifice. The sacrifice is you do these other little things, you might get to go a little higher. But like I said, his hip hop doesn't inspire. He need to retire. He ain't never been that good at rapping. Not even when Kurt Cobain wouldn't even fuck with him. Kurt Randall wouldn't even fuck with that boy. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Y'all drop it in the comments. I ain't gonna stay here too long when I have it. But one must know, everything ain't always what it seems. Yeah, everything ain't always what it seems. You can't trust everything you see in a dream. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Shout out 607 out. He's an ugly little bastard. And the doctor hit him on his ass when he was a baby. When he was born, the doctor hit him on his ass. That wasn't to make him cry to see if he was okay. It was just to make him cry. You know what I mean? They've been fucking with that boy for a long time because of his looks. Even without the teeth, his gums was already formulated with that face structure. Always been a funny little thing. But always had sense too. So you got to listen to him. Shout out 607 huh? Albert Walka. That shit stink like a skunk, bro. You got to clean that shit up. Like I said, Albert Walka. That shit stinks like a skunk. You must clean that shit up, bro. You must clean that shit up and stop. Quit all the foolishness, bro. Just rap. If you want to be a rapper, just rap. Why don't you just go Christian rap? Maybe that might do something for you. Maybe if you start rapping like Lecrae, you could have you a good day. But when you keep rapping like that with the whole street portrayal, it don't hit everybody, bro. It just hit people that have allowed you to portray that character. Point blank, period. You know what I mean? Point blank, period. You still that same nigga with them knock knees and them funny legs. Fire tree, you know what I mean? Like a motherfucking flea, bitch. Shit. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.